This is Coach Jackson, head strength coach, South Carolina football. Today we're going to go over some speed drills. First drill we're going to talk about is a rhythm skip. It's a very basic, simple drill, a good way to introduce the skipping pattern. When we talk about skipping, it means taking off of and landing on the same leg before switching to the other one. For this drill in particular, we're not going to have anything specific that I'm asking you to do with your arms. I like to cross them back and forth as I'm going through it, but key things we do want to work on is making sure that the ball of the foot is contacting the ground slightly in front of the hips, that your posture is good, and by that I mean that your hips and shoulders are stacked on top of each other, your eyes are gazing straight ahead for this entire drill right here. Great way to prepare your ankles and feet for the more intense things to follow. All right, the next drill is going to be a power skip. Power skips take the same pattern that the rhythm skip had, but now you have to become much more intentional with your arm action, your leg action, and your force production. So number one, let's start with the force production. You're gonna be pushing the ground really hard to project your body far, all right? We're not going straight up or straight out. We're trying to go up and out on about a 45-degree angle. You should be able to cover 20 yards in about 4 or 5 skips. You wanna be as powerful as possible on that. In addition to the force production, we're gonna get into our technique. So now your arm swing is gonna be critical. We're not just gonna flop around across our body like we did on the rhythm skip. We're gonna have a distinct forward and back action of our arms. You wanna be violent, throwing them back. The elbow can open up a little bit. It can close up as we come forward. Lower body wise, thighs gonna drive up towards parallel. Calf's gonna be tucked in towards your hamstring. Toes gonna be pulled up towards your shin. Every time you're in midair, that's what you're gonna look like. When you switch, it'll be there. Third drill we're gonna do is called dribble build-ups. This exercise moves us away from the skipping pattern we've been working on and gets us closer to a normal running stride. All right, 2 main goals for this exercise. First is to reinforce and practice the lower body mechanics of running. So when we talk about that, we're talking about the fold up, the step over, and the step down. Second thing we're looking for in this drill is an increase in stride frequency. When we start this exercise off, we're gonna be thinking about pushing your knee forward and doing the fold up, step over, step down, but we're gonna start with the reduced range of motion. So we're gonna start off really low to the ground, only pushing your knees forward and rolling from the back of your foot towards your big toe. We'll gradually build up and start to step over the foot, then over the ankle, over the calf, and then up over the knee. All this will happen gradually in one continuous rep. I love drill and technique work, but at the end of the day, in order to get faster, you have to get out here and sprint. Everybody's familiar with staggered sprint starts, 3-point starts, and all those things. They're all good. But one variation I like is called a drop-in blast. So what we're looking for is a 5 to 10 yard approach of some sort where you're gonna pick up momentum just a little bit, maybe getting up to 30–40% of the velocity you can run. But once you hit the target zone, you're full speed, right now, 100 miles an hour.